Good evening. This lesson is a very simple, straightforward lesson. It's just finding the midpoint between two values. So in other words, if I give you the value 4 and 6, what's the midpoint? Well, it's obviously 5. That's right in between it. But I want to help you understand the actual concept. The concept is the midpoint between any two numbers. It's the average. You just add 4 and 6 together and divide by 2. What's 10 divided by 2? Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. That's how you find the midpoint between any two numerical numbers, because it will get harder. It's going to be very simple for a while. Oh, obviously the midpoint 6 and so forth. But when I'm going to jump ahead here, because you're going to get midpoints that are fractions and stuff like this one here, midpoint's what? Well, it's 4.5. And it says you can either do a decimal, a mixed number, in simplest form. So you could do 4 1/2 if you wanted to. 4.5 is fine. Again, I'm going to jump ahead because the numbers are going to get a little harder here. And again, be careful with your negatives. It's not negative 17.5, it's negative 16.5 because you're going to the left, right? You're in between 16 and 17, not 17 and 18. Some of you will make a simple mistake there and try to go up from 17, but it's actually down from 17. So be careful with your negatives. Again, jumping ahead very quickly. Again, well, that one's almost a dead giveaway because they put it right in between. But what's 200 plus 600? It's 800. What's half of 800? 400. So again, I want you to remember it's the average of two numbers. So when you get up to these ones that the number line isn't really going to help you much, you just take the two numbers and add them. Now, you will get to some with its algebra. Now, again, it says that C, this point C, is the midpoint of line BD or line segment BD. This is how you write line segment with a little line above it. If there is no line above the CD, that means I'm talking the length. The length of CD is x plus 8. The length of BD, the whole entire length, is 6x plus 8. BD's length from B to D. What is CD? And when it says what is CD, it's asking for its length. If there's no line above it, it's asking for a numerical value. But again, just do a little algebra. X plus 8 is half of the line. So I'm going to add that to itself because I'm adding it to another x plus 8. And that equals the whole length of the line. And it says the whole length of the line is 6x plus 8. Right? So it's just a simple little algebra problem. You just got to write it out. We get 2x plus 16 equals 6x plus 8. Minus the x's across, we get 4x. Minus the 8 across, we get 8. Divide by 4, we find out the value of x is 2, but do not type in 2. 2 is not the solution. It's asking what the length of CD is. CD is x plus 8. So x is 2, 2 plus 8 is 10. The correct answer is 10. So make sure you give the length of the line segment, not the value of x. So again, I'm not going to do too many more of these, just you need to be able to do your basic algebra. Again, I find it easier just to do the 2x plus 2x, that's 4x. That's the whole entire length of the line, but it also says the whole entire length is 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2. So then again, minus the 3x over, we find out x has a value, that's a horrible x has a value of 2. Then I come up here and it says, what is the length of QS? Now be careful, QS is the whole entire length of the line. So I got to use this 3x plus 2 with the value of 2 for x. Plug a 2 in there, 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. The whole entire length of the line is 8. And what did I answered 9. I said 8. The correct answer is 8. I just plugged in the wrong number. So make sure you hit the right number. I'm hoping this isn't a very difficult lesson. I'm hoping you can do it fairly quickly. Just be a little careful with the algebra. And I hope you all get it up to 100% right here. You know, it tells you the length of UV is 5x, and it tells you the length of VW is 2x plus 4. Well, V is also the midpoint. So that just basically says that 5x is equal to 2x plus 4. And then it's easy to figure out whoops, that's a plus 4, minus the 2x over, we get 3x equals 4. And then we find out the x value is 4/3, which is perfectly fine to get a fraction. In fact, if you look at the problem, it says you can write your answer as a proper fraction, mixed number, or integer, right? So now what does it ask for, by the way? It asks for VW, so it asks for this length here, which, again, 2x plus 4. So I'm going to times 2 by 4/3 and add 4 to it. 4/3 and then add 4 to it. Well, that's going to be 8/3 added to 12/3, because that's what 4 is, 12/3, and 8 plus 12 is 20/3. So I'm going to come up here and type in 20/3. Excellent. Again, if you have any questions at all, please do bring them to class and I will help you work through these algebra ones.